Love and light, everyone. Thank you for being here today and sharing my messages.
In this film, I give reference to the forbidden gospel Pistis Sophia, Lilith, Mary Magdalene, and Boudega, the daughter of Jesus. Pistis Sophia is a Gnostic text discovered in 1773, possibly written between the 3rd and 4th centuries AD, a document of paramount historical importance. It chronicles the teachings of Jesus, who explains life's mysteries to his disciples and Mary Magdalene. Their discussions take place after Christ's resurrection and include accounts of his ascension into heaven. Jesus remained with the disciples for 11 years after the resurrection, teaching them only the lowest of the mysteries. At a certain point he ascends and traverses the aeons, defeating the wicked archons before returning to speak with the disciples further. After 11 years, he receives his true garment and is able to reveal the higher mysteries to his disciples. The prized mysteries relate to complex cosmologies and the knowledge necessary for the soul to reach the highest of the divine realms. The story of Pistis Sophia's Lilith's fall and restoration is told in books 1 and 2. Lilith's essential seduction of Adam as a fallen angel has been edited from the Bible by the Pharisees, as has Mary Magdalene's existence and her scriptures, and also Lilith's seduction of Adam. Eve's seduction by Lucifer and her acceptance of his seed has been monopolized to sustain the Pharisees' beliefs and conceptions of male supremacy. Lilith dwelled in the 13th aeon and was tricked into leaving her aeon and descending into chaos, hell. She has her light power stolen, being a fallen angel, as has Lucifer, and is not allowed to return from her exile until Jesus ascends through the aeons and releases her from hell. She recites many repentances and prayers and is repeatedly persecuted by wicked satanic beings before being allowed to wait just outside the 13th aeon for restoration and redemption. defileth, for all who have faith in thee shall not be put to shame. She's speaking to Jesus. Let them who have taken away my power remain in darkness, and let them not get from it any profit, but let it be taken away from them. O light, show me thy ways, and I shall be saved in them, and show me thy paths, whereby I shall be saved out of the chaos of hell. Mary Magdalene. The Saviour continues to answer questions from his disciples, with Mary Magdalene asking the majority of the questions. The rift between Mary and Peter is obvious. The apostles witness Jesus kissing Mary Magdalene on the mouth. The apostles are horrified and jealous. Why do you love her more than us? They ask Jesus. Mary Magdalene is victimized. My Lord, I am afraid of Peter, because he threatened me and hateth our sex. The Saviour defends Mary. Why do I not love you like her? He asks the other disciples. The first marriage in the light of God's true love. Everyone who shall be filled with the Spirit of light will come forwards and set forth the solution of what I say. No one shall be able to prevent them. This is pure divinity through marriage in the light of God's true love. The first marriage was between Jesus and Mary Magdalene. Peter backs down and Mary Magdalene continues to be the main questioner and interpreter of the Saviour's words. The first divine marriage in the light of God. Mary Magdalene was the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection. She was the love of his life, for true love is God incarnate, as was Jesus. She was bearing his child. Her pregnancy had to be kept a secret from the Pharisees and Romans, as they would not have allowed a successor of Jesus to live. Mary Magdalene had to hide. She fled on a makeshift ship which arrived on the provincial coast of southern France. The apostles who accompanied her became the first evangelizers of Provence. Mary Magdalene and her daughter lived hiding in a cave for 11 years in the southern province of France. Remember that Jesus remained with his disciples in spirit, which would include Mary and Magdalene, their daughter, for 11 years after his resurrection. Karma. Boudica, the female redeemer and avenger of Christ, her father. Imagine Mary and her daughter growing up in fear of being discovered and facing the same demise as Jesus, and their sadness over the tragic killing of Jesus by the Romans and Pharisees. No wonder Boudega rejected religion, became Celtic and fought the Romans. She was to become a queen and leader of thousands against the tyranny of Rome. Boudega, at 11 years of age, following the restoration of her father Jesus, who rises into the higher realms of spirit, is adopted by a Celtic tribe. Boudega becomes the red-haired daughter of one of the leaders of the Ascension tribe, and she is destined to become a mystical leader. She has visions and immense spiritual awareness, and she can foretell the future. She has the knowledge and wisdom from her parents and shares their persecution, pain and suffering from the Pharisees and Romans. Boudega becomes a warrior and kills the man who killed her mother. She eventually becomes a warrior queen and avenger of her father Jesus, who will at the age of 60 lead an army against the Romans, killing 80,000 of their centurions, which will eventually result in the fall of the Roman Empire and their acceptance and possession of her father Jesus Christ through Catholicism. More about Queen Boudicca in my next film. Thank you for sharing.